EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Brooklyn taking on the Monarchs of Toronto. On the visitor sideline, their head coach. His guys 1-0 following the season-opening win last Sunday. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here.
John Parker Romo to kick off.
Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead-up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Wheeler. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. When you look at this defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. Open man, that's Ronnie Bell. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That one goes for 8 yards.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st down, it's Banks. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Wheeler. He finds his man. Complete. It's Banks. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll run on first down. Banks. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Banks. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In motion, there goes Bell. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wheeler. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
21-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Let's go. Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
On first down, it's Banks. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, Really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 11-yard line.
Looking to throw. Wheeler. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Ready? Cougar 19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. In motion, there goes Bell. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Mayer, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lumberjacks are able to widen their advantage. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Dexter.
What's up, man? What's up, man? I'm live on my game. What's up? I just go, I go to this other one, Shiny, because the other ones that my background ain't clear out, but I'm live, bro. But it's always something else that comes through, so I just deal with that. This is Shiny, ain't too far, shit. Yeah. It's 7 to 3:30. Yeah, I went to the Express one. Yeah, they nah, they ain't my background, but I ain't tripping. Like I said, so I just needed something so I can get this stuff together, so I can get that line equipment. But I'm just trying to gotta start somewhere, so it'd be cool, shoot. Yeah. You can always, I guess, I don't know, but yeah, I got the pay card there. I just got to activate it and do my time in off my phone and stuff so I can get paid for it. But main thing, just showing up for work, doing my job, and getting up out of there, man, so I can put this money up. Yeah, I'm live on this game, trying to get my little Friday, just chilling, man. That's well, shit. That's on them. That's good for them. I ain't worried about that. So if everybody get their stuff together, that's the name. Yeah, just holler though. Yeah, you got to. But yeah, you can always holler, and they be letting people come in and stuff. But yeah, you feel like hollering at them. All right. Yeah. Same old. You know what that is. You know what that is right there. He said they want to bring.
One attempt to follow here.
They want to bring
He's got it. Now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a Michael Mayer touchdown grab.
I guess they could go in the That's what I got to do about. That's good for them.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
Yes.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It don't matter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, we kind of thought it was a matter of when, not if, that a team might relocate to a spot outside the United States. Canada seemed like the most logical choice, and now here we are in this great city, a city that's had success in the Canadian League, but now they have an NFL franchise of their very own to celebrate, and man, is it cool to see. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That's what I think. So every day it's like a new pick.
But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach.
Once you get your
He's already
feet
told his offensive coordinator,
and then once they start doing other things,
let's get things
it makes
settled
it
down
easy.
a little bit and
So
find our way back into this game.
You ain't marrying no motherfucking job.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
It ain't gonna take no long at all. Shoot. That's where I go. I want to go like, look, you want to go in there and get a feel for everything. That's where I'm at too. Shoot, you get a feel for this.
Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's why she said it. What y'all think? We thinking like what you thinking. Damn right.
He'll look to throw.
Yeah, that's real fight.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. On the carry, this is Scott. And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
He's going to test him. He tested me.
With his first career NFL touchdown. And the Monarchs have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Monarch 7.
So that drive spanned 5 plays.
John Parker Romo
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
At the 33-yard line.
Let's go now.
Second and 4. Over the middle, complete. That's Banks. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath. Hit him with the football, and he picked up the first down.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. 86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Off play action. Wheeler. That's caught at the 2. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out. And the Lumberjacks are able to add on to that lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And not much there. Maybe a
First man missed, didn't make the second.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll take this and run. And he is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Last thing they needed.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
On the jump. Tag. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Wheeler over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there. Partner, that is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Caught here by Bell. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Up the middle they go. Banks. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37.
A gain of a yard. 1st down, Brooklyn.
Let's go now. Go.
Looking to throw. Wheeler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Let's go.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Wheeler over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
At the 48-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Scott. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This is taken at the 18. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now back out comes the offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing to start the drive. Wheeler got it to Bell on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Operating from the gun, Wheeler. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He'll try to pick it up himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Gill now on to punt as he sends this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Cowboy.
They'll throw now on the final play. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one is incomplete. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They go again with Scott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
That one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
This may be missing OP.
Here we go.
And not to that needed wide receiver.
Now Scott. He jukes him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is first and 10 right now. Now he's going to step up and run. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Best. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Scott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 back.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd in a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Cougar 19.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Let's go.
Scott will take it in. Touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Lumberjacks 20.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
John Parker Romo to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A good pickup there, a 22.
First down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Banks. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Off the play fake. Wheeler fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw. Wheeler. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. you're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick six.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points.
6 on his deck.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the third.
Lumberjacks 20. John Parker Romo to kick.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Holding offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
That's to Best. And it's a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good third quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the third quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better, and he's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed. A third quarter now, at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Scott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll drop the throw. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. 2nd and 5. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man complete. It's Herrera. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Wheeler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Take it at the 37. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Tremaine. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Scott. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Monarchs will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point forthcoming.
Lining up for the extra point.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
John Parker Romo.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I can put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently. You don't need the big shots downfield, and make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Third down and 13.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, no return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Throwing to start the drive. Wheeler. They'll get this to Bell.
Wheeler's pass.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 48-yard line.
Off play action. Wheeler. He finds his man. Complete. That's Banks.
A gain of 9 yards.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And a Brooklyn first down.
Off the play fake. Wheeler. Now he'll take this and run.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Brooklyn first down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Scott, and he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And on now is the punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded at the 33. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 28-20, 80 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That's to the left side, pulled in by Besh. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. And they'll go on the ground. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
2 yards on the play. 1st down.
They'll look to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it. While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
He's back to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is caught. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Down to their final play. They've got to get in the end zone. That's part 1. Part 2, the two-point conversion.
Throw the two-point conversion right out of their mind. That's what they have to do. What you said is accurate. In the end zone, have to score a touchdown for that to even matter.
One final shot. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're out of timeout, so this one has to be in the end zone. So make sure you have your fastest guys and your best leapers on the field for this play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught on the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a two-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here? They'll look to throw. And he's going to be set. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a two-point game. Wow, partner, let's take a moment here to catch our breath. What a finish. They did get the touchdown that they so desperately needed, but they also had to have the two-point conversion. They couldn't get it done.
And we got to start keeping oxygen tanks up here with us, don't we, when we have games like this? But as you noted, such a dramatic ending. They got the points they needed to put themselves in position. And then the last big play, that effort, and they come up just a bit short.
And the defense in that situation, you're on your heels. You're reeling offense for the momentum, but boy, credit to them for stepping up, getting the stop.
Without a doubt, finding a way to finish off the game and a win for their team.